dance, spinning tails in time. Signals bounce, satellites shine. Middle of the week feels like a climb. James and Dan spinning tails in time. Signals bounce, satellites shine. Parks on fire, airwaves align. Hump Day fire burning bright. Raise your glass, light the night. Join the stream, feel the spark. Ride the waves through the dark. Through the dark. Stories unfold. Voices carry through the cold. Parks alive with electric veins. Satellites hum in the distant plains. Can you feel it? The rhythm we're stealing. Hump Day fire burning bright. Raise your glass, light the night. Join the stream, feel the spark. Ride the waves through the dark. Through the dark. Frequencies call a rebel song. Catch the beat, it won't stay long. James and Dan, they hold the key. Tune in, tune out, feel the spree, the spree, the spree.
What is up? Ham Radio. Kilo Echo 8 Papa Zulu November, the Ham Radio Adventure Guy. Thanks for stopping by. Your one stop for everything Adventure Radio. It is Hump Day. Time for the Hump Day Happy Hour. We're going to do some great talking tonight because I don't have a topic, so we're going to wing this show tonight. But before we wing things, like me and Dan is known to do, let's thank these guys right here. They are the Patreons. They're absolutely awesome. Less than less than a month I'll get to see a bunch of you guys at the show, so I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a great weekend, and I really look forward to that. Also, shout out to the YouTube members. They are green in chat, which is my favorite color, or blue if they are a moderator. And the ever-changing board, Kilo 8 Golf Quebec.
Quebec.
Big move up to the 3 spot. Thank you very much, Terry. And thank you very much for all the orbs that you send me all the time, too. What's up, Dan?
The orbs. What's up, people? It is Hump Day. I got the background right. I got the intro music right. We are on the roll here for episode 228. Come along for the ride. Let's run down the list and see who's here with. Hey, Liz and fam was first. So YouTube says, what's going on? Romeo, Echo, Romeo, 8, Whiskey, Romeo. How y'all doing? Good to see you. Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie was next. Hey, Brian. Toby, what is going on? Alpha Delta 2, Charlie Delta. Daryl, Kilo Oscar 4, Sierra X-Ray Hotel. No snow, no snow. Hello from Asheville. That's right. Alpha Echo 4, X-Ray Oscar was here. He's without his Verizon. If you haven't noticed, if you're on Verizon, that's Verizon proper, by the way, which means you pay Verizon proper. Since about noon, their network has gone belly up. My phone's been in SOS mode. I can't make any calls, but hey, It's been peaceful. Ain't got to worry about no spam callers, that's for sure. Michael and Mary are here as well. Kilo Echo 4 Eastern Standard Time and Kilo 4 Alpha. Alpha. Hello, hello. Kent, Kilo 9 Alpha Echo Echo. What's up? Fred, November 8th, Sierra Lima Tango. What's up, buddy? Busted your arm. Oh, man. Hope you feel better. KE6GAE, the Hillbilly Ham, the extra by April guy. I'm sure he's still hard at it. Kenny's here. Kilo Charlie 5. Mike Juliet. Echo. What's up, bud? Good to see you. John's here. Kilo 8 November India Victor. He said he's been talking to Spain and Italy on 40 meters. Yes, sir. 40 is a good band this time of year for some DX at night. Scrolling on down. Andy Calley. What is up, my friend? Always good to see you. Mike 88KB. What's up? Ronnie's here. Kilo Oscar 4.
Zoo.
Romeo X-ray. What's up? And somebody come get the cousin. What's up? Whiskey Delta 4. Juliet. Mike is here. We got a first timer in the chat here. First time here. What's all this about? From somebody named Eddie. Kilo Oscar 4. November. Was that a Lima or an India? Can't tell from your call. But buddy, we talk about brisket here. We talk about ham radio. We talk about grilling the meats. And if you like to grill the meats, you are in the right spot, man. Always good to have you. Reed is here. AB8AS. What's up? Firebug. What's up? Chris K2PTC. Dad is here. Kilo Delta 9 Uniform Victor Kilo. The birthday boy. Kilo 8 Golf Quebec is in the hizzy. Zach, what's up? Kilo 4 Zulu Sierra Romeo. The Fox KO4 FX. That's Kilowatt Ocean 4 Florida X-ray is in the house. Gene McPhee from Killeen, Texas. What's up, N3X US? Rod's here. K4 DSX. What's up, buddy? Scott N2TKT. And the Lion Hawaiian version 2. KH6WI. What's going on, buddy? What do you say about my I had a cap like that before my dad got it. Dude, Terry, do you remember years ago? I was wearing a plain, I think it was a tan t-shirt. And Terry said, I had a t-shirt like that before my dad got a job. Don't be knocking on the flat caps, man. I am now an official member. Well, not official yet. I need to get with Brent of the FCC. That's the flat cap crew.
We can't all have that good ham bod hat, the good roundness.
Here, hold on.
Ain't no flat going on in my hat right now.
Does that make you feel better, Terry? Best of both worlds. I saw that, Daryl. Was it about the car? I believe it was in POTA chat. I believe it was. Yep, the Muntz jet. Muntz is my last name, by the way. Apparently, a Muntz jet is a two-door hardtop convertible built by the Muntz Car Company in the United States between 49 and 54. Do you research the last name? I don't think I'm related to any of these folks, but I've done a little bit of research on the Muntz Car Company just to see if I was related. There's also like a Muntz TV. It was either a TV manufacturer or TV repair or something like that. I don't think I'm related to them. That's awesome stuff. Anyway, enough of my rambling. How's your week been so far, James?
Not too bad. Not too bad. I mean, the bands have just been absolute garbage, but what can I say? I get to go out and do POTA every day. It doesn't matter if the bands are garbage or if the bands are great. It's still better than the alternative. So, and Eric says he's switching from satellites to 80 meters because he got glasses yesterday. And by the way, Dan, so Eric got the privilege of asking me the question, is your resolution that big or are you blind?
Both. Did he see you talking on your phone? I mean,
he got the me sharing the screen yesterday.
Oh, dude, so yeah. Try to remote into his computer one day, Eric, to get some work done. It's hilarious. It's like you move your mouse around it's like that big, and you're moving your mouse around. It's crazy, dude.
But by the way, Eric, the problem is resolved. He knows what I'm talking about. So that problem is resolved. And I ain't letting it out of the bag what that problem is, because there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff coming up on that.
That's right.
But yeah, it's been a good week. Trying to get everything squared away between activating, putting out videos, and just trying to get things ready for my next move. It wasn't saving the radio settings, Eric. So every time we'd click out of it, the settings were gone again.
We'll just never click out of it.
But anyway, shout out to Eric for spending about an hour in my big screen of my computer. With the letters about this tall.
Yeah, you got a little trip coming up here soon.
I do, and on the box.
Somebody says something about snow, and believe it or not, it's on the forecast. We might get actual snow flurries here on Sunday. Believe it or not, I mean,
which is ridiculous. I think they're just doing that to try to wig me out.
Yeah,
because that's ridiculous. I'm trying to go south to get warmer, not to go into snow. Matter of fact,
you're probably bringing it with you.
We're leaving Friday morning. No, we're leaving Friday morning to avoid it.
Yeah.
Because Friday evening it's going to get bad here, and if we'd have been leaving Saturday morning, we'd be leaving in a mess. So we're leaving Friday morning, and that's what I wanted to pre-warn you guys. So yeah, I'll be activating on the way down Friday, but those will be truck activations, which means they're going to be on the ICOM. And so therefore, I will not have the normal signal that I have.
Let me show you this. I'm going to show you what he's going to be using here, guys.
Yep, one of those little.
Look at that beautiful microphone. Beautiful, isn't it, guys?
I've probably got one laying here.
It's just so sexy. As James says, don't drop it. It might not work.
But, here you go. That's not even one, but it's about the size of it, ain't it?
It's a little bigger.
That's what I.
That ICOM microphone, man, it is small in the hand. I'm not gonna lie about that.
Let's see.
Where the microphone that comes with the DX10.
Here we go. Huge. Here we go. Here's my ICOM.
Yeah,
here's my ICOM microphone.
All right. Yeah.
Well, you can have your pinky out when you CQ.
You can enjoy your. Oh wait, dude, you can have your ICOM microphone with flare. So when you talk on it, you have to have your pinky out and talk. Yeah, that's what rig did that come on? That's a different one. That's a different one.
It says ICOM, don't it?
Yeah. I'm impressed.
But real men use real microphones.
Boy, that's a pretty looking microphone. Brian did an excellent job on that microphone.
Yes, really he did. Yes, he did.
I think I'm going to have to put clear coat on mine. The paint on mine is starting to rub off. I didn't put clear coat on mine because it was just an experiment, right? I think I'm going to touch.
Brian said that's an interesting larger mic. He must have my 7300 MK. I did show you an ICOM microphone just now, Brian. That's I can unscrew this microphone and bring it closer to you. Just so you know, I'm not joking you.
Yeah.
That, you can read it
Yeah.
right there.
See, like a size difference. I don't know how we got on this topic, but all right. So a size difference between, yeah. Okay. So check this out. So that's the Yazoo mic that comes with the Yazoo. That's the Icon mic. Hands for size difference, right? That mic that comes with the DX10 and stuff, it's bulky. That's a bulky mic. I don't like it.
Chris, size has always mattered, and if anybody's been telling you that, they've been trying to not hurt your feelings.
Well, you know, the more wire you got in the air, man, the better you're gonna get out, right?
Derry sent 50 orbs.
There you go. Yeah, Eddie. I mean, I like the Icon mic. Yeah, the older Yazoo mics that came with the 891, those are the mics I love. I love those Yazoo microphones. Forget the model number of them, but I got a handful of them.
So Otata says I missed the older mics that come with the 891.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
that is the only microphones that I use on my radio. Yep. I do not use none of the newer microphones. I have 2 of them that are brand new that does not get used. All my 991, my 891, my 818, my DX10, and my FTX all have those microphones. Because size matters, Chris says. Thanks for the super chat.
And you got to think too; those microphones there are a lot easier to like this. Yeah, those microphones there are easier to personalize than these big honkers.
What does that say on buttons there? What does that say on there?
Icon. Yeah.
Oh, what is this stuff doing on my desk?
I don't know. You got more Icon stuff on your desk than you do Yazoo stuff right now.
Incorrect. Incorrect.
Yeah, I can tell you what you don't have on your desk though.
I may or may not be sending Brian a box of rocks like Robbie got one time.
Hey. But on your desk right now, do you have Ghirardelli chocolates?
I do not.
See, Ghirardelli chocolates belong on everybody's desk.
I don't have any food on my desk.
Ghirardelli chocolate.
Because if I had food on my desk, that would put it in risk of Roxy trying to figure out a way up on my desk.
The desk mate. Right. Yeah, and Roxy does not need chocolate.
But we can see, I wonder how many microphones I do have on my desk, because this is technically a microphone.
That's a pair of head crushers right there. That's what that is. That's what I call those, the head crushers. I got a set too. They will crush your head. They're good, but daggum, they're not comfortable after about 2 hours wearing them. Like,
yeah, I have plenty of microphones on my desk right now. There's plenty of radios here too, though.
Do you need a KX2 mic? I know somebody that can probably ship you one. They do. You know what they look like, Eric? They look like you're in a NASCAR race. Those big head crushers, those highs.
Yeah, but I will say this: they're amazing.
Oh yeah, they got really good audio.
They're absolutely amazing, because I can actually adjust them sometimes to where it'll give me tones that I can actually hear in my deaf ear, like really high tones. I can get this side going really high and the other side normal, and it's really cool to be able to hear out of your ear that doesn't work.
Trying to look at mine in the closet, but they're hanging in such a way I can't see. Those are the ones with the phasing switch on the side, right?
Yes.
If nobody has ever had a pair of headphones that you can knock the audio in and out of phase, not necessarily, it will reverse the polarity of the audio. It's amazing. It is so amazing of what you can hear versus not hear. You can make a little audio adapter, a little box, so you can hook up any kind of headphones to it and do a phase reversal, but it's well worth it. Just the ability to knock stuff out of phase sometimes will let you hear it better.
Hey, thank you very much for the super sticker. This is what I don't like, and now I can go on my icon rant since I showed some icon material. This is what I don't like, because ICOM has their microphone set up where you have to have special stuff for them, and I can't just buy like an adapter to go in to my house. I have to have a set of house that's made specifically for ICOM. So I can't just buy like an adapter switch and run them with an ICOM. I would have to get another, $300 set of headphones if I wanted to run them with an ICOM. I don't like that.
Adapter. I've run my house on both my Yaesu and my ICOM. I think there's a little adapter, that you can get.
Oh, I was told you could. I was told the microphone would not work in an ICOM.
That's interesting because they're both electric microphones, I would think. Yeah, I don't know.
That's because that's what I was thinking I was going to do, was buy an adapter.
I think you can. Eddie said Robbie can just make you an adapter. There you go.
Robbie could probably make me an adapter to where I could use my car horn as a microphone. Whatever.
I bet you could. Can you see? Can y'all see James now leaning down into the grill of his car? CQ Park's on the air. CQ Park. People in the park will be like, "What in that God? What is his problem?"
No,
that would be funny.
So yeah, trip coming up in about a day and a few hours.
Yeah, taking the train, huh?
Yeah, planes, trains, and automobiles.
Yeah, buddy. That's good. I got some stuff to give you when you get here.
Oh, I'm bringing plenty of stuff with me too.
Your mom would be like, "Wait a minute."
However, I'm not bringing as much stuff as I brought to Josh's. So,
all right, there you go. Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie with the tidbit information. The Alpha Delta 1, India Charlie is what you need for an adapter.
Okay. Well, good. Yeah. So I can buy an adapter. See, that's what I thought you could.
Yeah.
But I can't remember who told me that it wouldn't work, but somebody told me it wouldn't work.
Yeah, it's just different colors to go with different things. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, that have this, but I think the ICOM adapter is orange and the Yaesu adapter is, I think, yellow. I'd have to go dig in the closet.
The Yaesu is definitely a yellow.
Yeah.
Different.
Yeah, I want to say orange for the ICOM. Yeah. Because that was my biggest thing when I now I can run both when I feel like it because I'm set up that way. But when I made the initial switch from my 7610 to the 101D, the biggest thing, ICOM is blue. Yep, you're right. My biggest thing was recabling all the adapters and everything else that I use for cat control and yada, 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 yada. I thought it was going to be a royal pain in the neck, but just a couple of adapters here and there.
ICOMs are for satellites. Yaesus are for everything else.
Yep.
Which now I will say, I do wish I had the Yaesu power to break through sometimes, because it's rough breaking through. So imagine, okay, you got my pileups, and people say it's hard to break through. So imagine 12 people calling CQ like me at the same time, and everybody trying to come back at once for one spot. You can't hear multiple tones. You're going to hear one spot that's hitting through.
Brian, that soda beams. I got one on my 7610. I love that thing. Love it. That's what I thought too, Chris. The difference between dynamic and electric. I didn't know if that played into effect or not.
Sometimes they can't be used on both
Yeah.
radios. Okay. See, that's what I was told. Right there. You know what? We'll settle this the easy way, and I'll just ask the Howell dealer when I get to Orlando.
You know, and I don't think you need a whole new set of. I don't think you need this part. Okay. I think even if it was a dynamic versus an electric problem, you could replace just the element and the adapter to work fine. You don't have to get the whole shebang, right? So I know you can swap the elements out as will. They got some that are more tinny for DX work, some that are more natural for rag chew, stuff like that. Yeah. I miss old Bob Heil. North American QSO Party single sideband this weekend. Well, it's also Support Your Parks weekend, I believe, coming up.
It is Support Your Parks weekend coming up.
So it's going to be busy.
Yep.
If it's NAQP sideband and Support Your Parks.
So yeah, that's gonna be a nightmare, is what that's gonna be.
Yeah. Let's look at the contest calendar here.
It's really good for me because, you know, I've really turned over a new leaf this year. You know, I'm not keeping up with who's in the PZN Challenge. I have no idea who's in the PZN Challenge right now because I'm not keeping up with it. So until I run stats at the end of January, I won't have no clue I can tell you who's not in the PZN Challenge, and that's Dan. but I have no clue who's in it. But not only have I done that, but I have not one time looked at my specific POTA stats. I've not went to the top activator and seen where I am because I don't want to see where I am. I don't care if I'm not even on the front page. I got more things that I got to worry about this year. And yes, it's still all related to POTA that I got to worry about, but I got more things that's on my mind than staying in front of people that don't play by rules anyway.
Yeah, so, the NAQP isn't that long of a contest. Chris said it's a 12-hour contest.
Okay, so
it's nicely it's coming like it's from 1800 Zulu on the 17th to 0600 on the 18th. So it's not too bad. I might be reading it. Is it 100 watts max for this contest? I don't know. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. But it's also Support Your Parks weekend coming up. So the bands are going to be busy there as well. Make sure you get out and hunt at least a park and activate at least a park to get both of those certificates. I know we'll be getting both of them for sure.
Yeah. Dan's gonna be forced to activate because the King's coming into town.
Well, not necessarily. I could just sit there.
Speaking of the King coming into town, I'm pretty sure that this area is going to be glad I'm gone. Because, you know, in medieval time, when, you know, the local wardens or something let their citizens get out of control, you know, the King would just send his guards to give the warden a little pep talk, as we'd say. But so, you know, but I came down here and I pep talked all their parks. I now own everything around here, so they're going to be happy to start taking back over their parks again, I'm sure.
I'm glad that guy's out of here.
My goodness, he activates too much.
I ain't gotta ask him how he got from one part to the other one so fast.
You crossed a bridge.
That's right. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Well, for the next couple of days anyway, y'all are going to be in one for territory.
Yeah.
I mean, we can hit a two for relatively close with the Florida Scenic Trail from here, but that's about it.
I ain't worried about it. Hit what we hit.
Can't wait to work James more consistently on 20 meters. Once he gets down here and down in Florida, you'll be hitting him on 20. I'll be struggling on 20. But if he gets to 40 meters down in Florida, I will blow the speaker out of his radio.
What logs are you talking about, Chris?
February. He turns in all of his logs in February.
Oh, what logs am I going to do for February? It's not February yet, so I'm turning them in daily right now.
Yeah.
But in February, I don't turn in logs at all. If you work me in February, you just don't count.
Right.
Well, I mean, you guys are hunting people that don't even have POTA accounts. What are y'all worried about?
I should look to see if that individual has made an account yet. I'm not sure. I haven't bothered to check because personally, I don't care. You know?
I don't either. Doesn't matter to me. One way or another.
Brian says they have made one. Okay.
Okay, good. Well, that's good. Somebody finally probably told them, hey, you might want to make a POTA account and turn this stuff in.
That's right, Chris, man. Keep the bands busy. That's why I love Support Your Parks weekend, and honestly, that's why I like non-POTA related contest weekends because the bands are used. You know, I love hearing the activity, whether it be POTA or just a regular contest, or I mean, to be honest with you, just scrolling around and just hearing Rag Chew every 3KC. That's awesome, man. The bands are
and I tell the vids that all the time. And they're like, POTA ruined ham radio. I'm like, no, sir. POTA saved ham radio because if not, you'd be talking on a bandwidth of about 10 wide now because they were getting ready to get rid of a lot of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and if you'd stop being a vid and just ask somebody nicely, you know, here's the thing, you know, first off, I think that if you meet somebody every day on the same frequency, just to talk, that's great. But if you think that you have to only talk on that frequency and somebody's on it and you're going to throw a fit, I think you're an idiot, an absolute idiot.
Maybe they got crystal radios and they can't change frequency.
Well, I think you're an idiot. It's 2026. Get a better radio. But you know, but here's the thing. The other day, some guy come over to my activation, and he said, "Hey, buddy." He gave his call sign, got my log, and he said, "If you don't care, we're having a conversation two up. We have a conversation here every single day for blah 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 years. If you don't care, could you move down one?" And I told him the same thing I tell the Nets when they ask me that. I said, because you came over here and gave me your call and got my log and you asked me nicely, absolutely, I will move for you. I said, it's the people that come over and demand that I'll never move for. And he said, what was your call sign? I'm going to put you in my log. And he got my call sign. And, you know, should I have moved for them? Probably not, because it was a conversation and I was actually doing something. But he asked nicely, so I did. You know, just like a net. If a net asked me nicely, but not if you come over there demanding me to move because you've been there for 85 years.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, I've been here for the last 30 minutes, and that's all that matters. The frequency's mine.
Then they interfere with you trying to drive you off and everything else.
Yeah.
Then you got to cuss at them on the air and use bad language because they got underneath your skin and they done pissed you off. And then you say, Whiskey One, Whiskey Charlie said that.
My favorite thing is when they come right before the late shift and start running their mouth. And I try to tell them politely the right way to do it. I even give them chances when they come in demanding me move. There's been several of them I said, no, this is how you're going to do this. You're going to ask me politely to move because it is my frequency no matter how many years you've used it. Ask me politely if you want me to move. And they still will, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, really? Now look at that time. It's about 5 seconds through. I was like, that's not how it works. QRZ, and then it hits. and they have no prayer then. I don't care if they're running 50 blue million watts.
50
When that late shift pileup hits, they don't stand a prayer.
That is true.
So
Brian says I couldn't possibly get any more complaint emails. Brian, I haven't used your call sign on the air in a good week. And I don't know why you're getting so many complaints.
Brian, do you get the 42 a day that didn't write down the frequency and the time of your conversation, and you want to get it? They want to get it squared away for you on QRZ.
I mean, for those of you who don't know, I'm not a licensed ham. I just pick other people's call signs to use randomly. I think 2 weeks ago I was hunting with who was I using? KTPTC. Yeah, I was using Chris's. And then every now and again I'll use like KO4FX because he's popular. Everybody knows him, so they'll answer me. Alpha Echo 4 X-Ray Oscar, I'll use him a lot. See, using Chris's is kind of weird. The Alpha Echo 4 X-Ray Oscar, because I have to get into everybody's pileup and I have to go, it's me, and they answer me. They answer me straight off. It's like, okay, cool. I got a free bowl of soup, man. It wasn't a big one, and they pissed me off. They pissed me off because my bowl of soup was it was in one of those paper bowls. It wasn't even in a real bowl, and they gave it to me in a plastic spoon. No, it was a spork, a plastic freaking spork. I didn't get a real spoon.
I think they gave it to him with his AARP discount card.
I've been getting that crap in the mail, dude. Believe it or not. I'm 46. 46. I've been getting AARP crap in the mail.
Well, the AARP just has determined your hat says that's a lie.
I tell you what, crazy.
Oh,
old lurker Mike just comes in here with a zinger out of nowhere.
No, Eric is not back in Hawaii. He's across the world.
He's the Lion Hawaiian right now, part 2.
He's the Lion Hawaiian 2.0.
AARPS. Yeah, that's right.
That's great. Oh, how long are you going to be in Florida this year, Mike? Since you're in here, Mike always stays a little longer than most people.
Yeah, Eric, that's a good idea for the senior discount on Arby's, but I haven't eaten Arby's in a good while. I wonder if they give me a discount.
Well, we'll go in and get a couple of the roast beef sliders, and that way when we get there and Roxy barks at you, you just hand her roast beef and she won't bark no more.
Oh, you're only gonna be there for a week? Oh, dude.
Oh, that's a change. Normally you're down there a little longer than that. Normally he stays a little while and Kyle stays a little while. And then Whiskey 3 Bravo Alpha Yankee, he stays about 3 months.
Yeah.
That's the guy that we met down there at the time me and you activated, Mike. He stays about 3 months down there.
Oh, that is crazy.
You got to sneak more meow in our contacts. You can put them in our contacts all the time. The problem is you wouldn't be the first person in that day that's done it. I get all kinds of stuff in my contacts.
Did you happen to Speaking of Mike, since he's in here, you happen to see his recent video about the Yaesu tuner for the FTX?
The chat's already starting to. Mike, can you recommend any good FTX tuners?
Let me tell you, almighty. That is how can I say this nicely? It's a disappointment. Yeah. Freaking crazy.
Okay, I feel like you stayed longer, but that I guess you would know, not me. Mike's dad is also a ham, y'all. In case y'all did not know that.
Can't leave Satan alone for too long. That's his cat, by the way, for those of you who don't know. Could be literal as well. I mean, Yeah, looking forward to it here. Coming up real soon, man. We're going to be down in Florida hanging with friends, shaking hands, kissing babies, Have some fun coming up.
Dude, I can't wait. I just want to be warm. I'm tired of being cold. I mean, honest to God, I just want to be warm. I'm so tired of activating in the car.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're down in Central Florida, if it's 60 degrees, you're freezing, right?
No, if it's 60 degrees, I'm out there in shorts and a t-shirt, and everybody around me
is freezing.
Is freezing.
They're bungled up like an Eskimo, and all you can see is their nose. What's the temperature over there, Eric? In Fahrenheit, please. I know the rest of the world runs on Celsius, but my brain doesn't. Yeah, Liz says, don't forget your POTA fan.
I have 2 of them, and they are with me. Yes, hopefully there will be no shirtless activations like last year in Florida.
They hyped the FTX. That's why I didn't get one.
But you risk getting arrested for having a radio in the park.
You risk getting. I think we've covered this before. But yeah, he found out the hard way, I think. 40 Fahrenheit. That's not bad, man. That's why I like South Georgia. I mean, we for the most part, have fairly mild weather. Like the last video I put out, loading up my truck tire. Nobody saw that drop today. Go head over and watch it. But I was in a t-shirt. Very, very. It was like 70 something degrees. It was a nice day. 86. That's awesome.
That's what I'm talking right there. I'll take the 40 Fahrenheit here, but the problem is here, if it's 40 Fahrenheit, that means I want to activate outside the vehicle. And if it's 40 Fahrenheit here, the 2 places I can go where there's picnic tables, one of them's by the lake with the wind, which drops it another 10 to 15 degrees, and the other one is in the cold apocalypse Antarctica of Robbinsville, where I would love to go activate there in the summertime. I bet you in the summertime it's like 50 degrees in that place.
Low tonight, 20. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other problem. When it does get warm, it'll get warm during the day, and then at night it'll be super, super cold. So
that plays hell with your sinuses too, or at least mine. I'd rather it be cold day and night, or warm day and night. But the going back and forth, you get 4 seasons in one day kind of day, it really messes with my head.
I still haven't made my plan for Winterfield Day yet, Brian. Of course, I know I'm going to do it. Hey, thanks for getting me 3 bands today, Terry.
Hey, Terry, you keep hunting. I keep stacking them up.
He was in some kind of hurry. I think Terry's got a new hover around woman. He's sneaking off the sea because he didn't even wait for CW. He's like, I gotta go.
Well, he accidentally overcharged the batteries, which gave her more speed, so we had to chase her down the road. What it was. He put in 3 batteries on the hover round and wired them in series instead of parallel. And she just hauled ass. Winter Field Day. Missing it?
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing it as Kilo Foxtrot 8 Echo Mike India, and I will be a one operator or something. I don't know what yet. I'm sure I will be in a park.
Who's going to dress up as the wolf?
Nobody's going to be the wolf.
Man.
They messaged me, are you coming back for Winter Field Day? I'm like, I told you I won't be back till March.
You should have replied, yeah, what year?
Yeah. I'll be back at least by 2028. Yeah, not this weekend, but next weekend. Gene plans on doing Winter Field Day from the backyard.
Yeah, again, for any latecomers, we do have Support Your Parks coming up this weekend. So make sure you get out and get you an activation in, get you a hunt in. If you get an activation and you get a Park to Park, assuming the other person turns in their logs, you have satisfied both the activator and the hunter, which is cool.
Terry said he got invited to Tick Ridge. Go up there and run Whiskey 8 Lima Oscar Golf.
Bring some DEET with you. And keep the ticks off of you. Just don't spray it in your mouth like some people I know.
Tick Ridge is always fun. I'm shocked that they're going there this year because I wasn't there to vote it in. No sodas. I'm not sure what that means, Terry.
Is Tick Ridge not a summit?
No, it's not a summit.
Oh, there you go.
It's in a zone that there's no summits. There's no coordinator in that area. So I don't know if it would be or not, but.
Oh, so an area has to have a coordinator to have anything listed?
I'm assuming so. I mean,
that's weird.
I don't think a state could have a park if it didn't have a mapping coordinator. Somebody has to put them in.
So there's nobody over West Virginia, Soda?
No, there's lots of people over West Virginia, Soda.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Couldn't they?
But they have different regions. Like I'm in the Hatfield McCoy region.
Oh, okay.
And it doesn't cover over that far. So I don't know. I don't know why. A lot of it don't make sense. But you know, I tell you, a lot of soda's complicated. But the more I find out about it, the more I like it because they don't allow people to break rules and just not care about it over there. And I really like that.
Mingo County is why.
Listen, Terry is going back, wants to go back to Tick Ridge because they were having the Mingo County beauty pageant the last time we went up there.
Ooh, buddy. Man. How many teeth won it? I want to know.
I don't know. Terry snuck off the hill. I don't know where he went to.
I don't know of any worldwide flora and fauna events, Ethan. Go check out on their website.
You know, that's just something I've never even fooled with, and I don't know why. But I've never fooled with it.
Which is interesting because you could probably back upload 99% of your logs.
Yeah, I could. Yeah. I could. I would have so many awards in it if I did it. It would be crazy. But the problem the thing is I wouldn't do it. That's if I started Flora Fauna today, everything I did from today on is what would be logged in Flora Fauna. I don't agree with that backdating crap. I think it's a load of crap. You know, if you did Chief Logan, if you went to Chief Logan Park on your ham radio in 1980, before Parks on the Air even existed, you shouldn't be able to upload your log and
If
be in
you,
Parks on the Air because it wasn't a Parks on the Air. It was just Chief Logan Park. I
what
mean,
if you, what if you went there with Marconi?
what if I went there with what?
What if you went there with Marconi himself and got
I
on the
don't.
air? No?
I don't care.
Oh.
I don't care. I don't think you should be able to backdate the stuff. And that's just like there's been several times. Like for example, Brent told me there's two different parks that I activate along that one Kentucky road that I used to do a whole lot. And one of them is a twofer that I did know, but it was actually a threefer. And then another one that I did a lot is a twofer. And I mean, I would be willing to say if I went back and uploaded all of those logs for just those two spots, I'd probably have 20,000 more contacts in my POTA career.
What would
I didn't-
your cutoff be? Like, how far back could you upload log?
How far back would I?
Would you? All right. So, say if you were in charge, okay,
Mhm.
how far back would you allow the date to be from the current date? You have to allow some kind of backlog because some people only upload their logs once a month or twice a month. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're talking about just not turning in the log.
No. I mean, like turn in. Really, every log that you upload to the system is in the past. So if you think about it, how far in the past would you allow that to be?
Oh, I wouldn't. It wouldn't. You if you didn't have something turned in a week, it wouldn't be valid.
A week?
A week. Yeah, because I don't care where you are. You have internet. Don't give me that bull crap that you don't have internet when you're posting pictures of sunset pictures the same day, telling me you don't have. You know,
There's
if you
two
don't.
people. There's two people that got it. Got my thinking on it anyway.
But that's not even what I was talking about. What I was talking about was the, for example, Brent just recently added 2 parks in Kentucky, and somebody drove a really long way. I don't know how far they drove, but to me it probably wasn't even a really long way. But I know they drove a good distance to be the Atno in that park, and they activated it. And then somebody turned in a log for that park from before when that twofer was added. I'm saying you shouldn't be able. The date that the park is added, if you had a park
That
today,
was my question. Yeah.
if you had a park today, January the 14th, and I activated there yesterday, January the 13th, tough luck for me.
That was my question. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't be until it hits the system. You shouldn't be able to upload it.
Gotcha. I agree with that.
Because you know what? It didn't exist. It wasn't there. It wasn't a park when you activated it. I mean, technically, I would almost guarantee that my dad was the first person that ever activated Chief Logan. I'd almost guarantee that because I can remember as a kid going in Chief Logan with Dad and him setting up a radio and doing radio all the time. But it wasn't a park then. POTA didn't exist then. So it's just I don't agree with that whatsoever. I'll tell you other things that I don't agree with, but I'd make a lot of enemies, so I'll keep my mouth shut.
I actually agree with that one. There are certain technical limitations of why we can't do that right now, but I agree with it.
Right. Now, I agree. That I'm not saying you guys should have to police that.
Oh, no. I mean, we could make it not right
what,
now, but
what I'm saying is, I'm saying that, you know, you have the rights to go into a park and look and see when that park was activated. And if the first activation says that it's before that date, it should be struck. You know, if somebody complains saying that they were the first one to do it. I'm not going to complain, but
yeah. So POTA stuff, well, yeah. That might be something that it would be very difficult just because of current constraints on the system that I don't want to get into publicly to do that retroactively. But it would be fairly trivial to do that going forward. So don't get rid of anything that's already been done. But going forward, it would be
No,
possible.
I'm not saying take away anybody's contact for anything done. No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying you can't do that. You have to change the rule first.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then from that day forward, that's how it needs to be.
Yep.
Exactly. Just like, I agree with the summits on the air rule. You can't do summit to summit from the same summit. Like when me and Josh go to a summit, we can't do summit to get a hunt there.
Right.
And that should be something that parks on the air should do as well. You shouldn't be able to park from the same park. And I'll tell you why I'm saying that. I'll tell you exactly why I'm saying that. Because you have an award called the N1CC, and that award is to activate so many bands at that park or to hunt so many bands at that park. You're not really hunting so many damn bands at that park if you're going there and running through those bands sitting right beside somebody.
And
all you're doing is patting a log, and you're also not making the hunter boards correct for the people who really try to be top hunters. And again, I don't have no fury in this. I'm not a hunter. But when I go and I see a park and people have thousands and thousands of hunts and they're all with the same people that they activated with, they're the top hunters. And then I go and I see a hunter who I know bust his tail and they're behind those people. That's ridiculous. POTA needs to be fair for everyone. Everyone. It should be across the board. It should be equal. If Zach, Kilo 4 Zulu Romeo, wants to try to make as many contacts as me, it should be fair for him to do. It shouldn't be Zach has a 7 for down the road from his house, and he goes there and does the 7 for, and he does that every single day for 365 days. And I had a 1 for by my house, and I did the same thing. And then I'm like, wow, how did he make so many more contacts than me and so many more activations? Because it wasn't fair to me. And again, I'm not saying anything bad about people that do furs, because I do furs. You have to stay competitive. But it should be fair. People in Texas, they don't have furs. It's hard to get to parks in Texas. It's hard for them to get roves in Texas.
Yeah.
And I just think it should be fair across the board, no matter where you're at, every way. Brian says Flora Fauna does better in that regards. You can only activate 1 at a time.
So you would outlaw, all right, so you would make it so you could not have a park to park with somebody in the same park.
Yeah, absolutely. I would. Absolutely, I would, because either that or I'd get rid of the N1CC totally.
Even if it was like, let's say we didn't know each other and you're at one end of Chief Logan activating, and I'm just an activator passing through, and I'm at the other end of Chief Logan and I see you, we could not make a park to park.
Okay. Out of 4,955 park to parks in the same park, how many times do you think that's happened?
I don't know, but it's a possibility. I mean,
it is a possibility.
Yeah.
But no, you couldn't do it. Just like if I was doing a summit right now and somebody walked up there and they were going to do that summit, we couldn't do summit to summit. We couldn't do a summit to that park.
Yeah.
Because they have summit to summit awards. And that's basically like me taking you to every summit I go to. And then I'm the top summit to summit person because we go do a summit every day, and I'm getting a summit to summit every day with you.
On like 10, like 10 different bands. Yeah.
People try to find too many ways to double dip things in parks on the air. They're always wanting double dipping the parks.
And to be honest, the way it is set up right now is easy. I mean, you know,
Mike says he's got a 3
don't
for
know.
11 minutes, but generally, yes, in Texas, they're very rare. And it just should be fair across the board, period. You know?
What is the correct verbiage for a hunter to search an activator? To hunt them? To hunt? Yeah.
Chris, I would love it. That'd be right up my alley, bud. I'd love it. I'd love that. That's more fair that way.
Yeah.
Now, what I don't like about summits on the air is you can only do a summit one time a calendar year to get points.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't know. I mean, from here, depending on how far I zoom the map out, I mean, I got like a 25 for sitting here, you know,
And that's
because
and
because
that's
I
the
zoom the map out.
problem right there. And you
Yeah.
know that's the problem.
Yeah, because depending on my zoom level of the map, I just count the yellow dots, and that's the fur, right?
And that's the problem. People don't do research. Even when there is a fur in your area, they
Yeah.
don't do the research. They just my home park that I've activated, I don't know, 500 and some times since I've been gone. 4 people has activated it as a twofer. Guess what, guys? It's not a twofer anywhere in that park.
That's right.
Yes, absolutely, Mike. It's the core about having fun. I agree 100%. But some people's fun is being competitive with the other people in there.
Chris, no, we wouldn't reset the activation stats every year, but we could come up with some yearly stats. Well, we still want a cumulative. That you say that cumulative overall stat for the park, so we wouldn't reset the stats every year. But we can do a yearly stats. We can do stats weekly, monthly, bi-monthly, tri-monthly, whatever.
So it isn't fun in a lot of places like Florida. There is none.
Yeah, you're standing on top of an anthill if you're at a soda in Florida.
Yeah.
By park.
Yeah, I'm not trying to tell anybody how to have fun. That's for sure. Just that's why I don't tell people. You know, matter of fact, when people ask me to teach them how to activate, I say I'd rather not, because I don't want you to try to activate like me, because I'd rather you activate in your own style, because that's how you're going to have fun. Most people's not going to have fun the way I activate. But for me, yes, competitive is the way I have fun. It's more of a competitive thing with myself. But yeah, Mike, I don't know if you were in here earlier. I haven't even looked at my stats at all this year. I'm not doing it this year. I'm concentrating on some other things this year. So I could care less what my stats are this year.
Well, you know what I care about this year?
What's that?
Not your stats. I care about dropping these 2 links in the chat right now because it is the top of the hour. Thanks everybody for joining us on the Hump Day Happy Hour today. Episode 228 is in the books. I'm gonna drop some links in the chat to the Patreon and the Discord, where we're gonna go over to the after chat, which James is gonna tell you about right now.
All right. Yes, I am heading over to after chat, and that is a Patreon benefit, but lucky for you, you can get 7 days for free if you head over there right now and sign up. But make sure and send myself or Dan a message so we know you did sign up for the free trial, and we can get you access to the after chat and get you in there and stuff. Other than that, I got a video drop tomorrow. It is a soda. I know I did 2 soda videos straight. What's become of me? Because all my activations are in the car because I'm staying warm. But I got a video drop tomorrow. I've been streaming on TikTok every single day. I don't think I'll be streaming on Friday or Saturday because those will be traveling days. But other than that, I'm out activating every day like I always do, because I don't care about my stats this year, but I'm still having a whole lot of fun activating every day. So Guys, thanks for hanging out with us, and hopefully we'll see you over in After Chat 73, everybody.
See ya.